about the way you live, work, and dream. Discipline over motivation is one of the most misunderstood yet most powerful principles that can change the way a person lives, works, and achieves. Motivation is often celebrated as the fuel for success, but the reality is that motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like a wave. Sometimes you feel inspired after watching a video, listening to a speech, or reading a book, but that feeling fades away within hours or days. When the excitement disappears, most people return to old habits because they were relying only on motivation. Discipline, however, is what carries you forward when the spark of motivation has already burned out. It is the invisible force that keeps you moving when you do not feel like moving, that pushes you to do the work, even when your emotions say no, and that gives structure to your life when everything around you feels uncertain. In 2026, the pace of change will be so fast that waiting for motivation to arrive will not be an option. The world will not pause until you feel inspired, opportunities will not wait for your mood to improve, and challenges will not disappear because you did not feel motivated. Discipline is the anchor that will keep you stable in such times. It is the ability to wake up early, even if you slept late, to focus on a task until it is done, even if distractions are tempting, to say no to instant pleasures in order to achieve long-term results. While motivation whispers in your ear, only when it feels convenient, discipline lives inside your habits and choices every single day, whether you feel like it or not. The difference between people who achieve greatness and those who give up is not that one group has more motivation than the other. It is that one group builds discipline. Discipline is created through consistency. If you decide to exercise daily, it is not the first day or second day that matters. It is the commitment to show up again and again, even on the days when you feel tired, lazy, or uninspired. Slowly, your body and mind adapt, and the routine becomes a natural part of your identity. This is the magic of discipline. It transforms effort into habit and habit into results. Motivation can push you to start, but discipline ensures you never stop. Think of an athlete preparing for a world championship. He does not train only when he feels motivated. If he relied on feelings, he would skip most of his training sessions. Instead, he shows up every single day, rain or shine, because he knows the consistency of discipline is what builds champions. The same principle applies in business, in education, in relationships, and in personal growth. You may not feel like working on your project today, but discipline says, do it anyway. You may not feel like studying another chapter, but discipline says, finish it. You may not feel like taking the next step toward your dream, but discipline says, keep walking. Another reason discipline is more important than motivation is that it protects you from the trap of excuses. Motivation allows people to say, I don't feel like it, I'll wait until tomorrow. Discipline removes that option. When discipline becomes your mindset, tomorrow is no longer an excuse, because you already decided today is the only time that matters. Discipline is not emotional. It is logical. It does not care if you are tired, angry, or bored. It only cares if you have a goal.